So pom pom making. I'm going to take and blend together white and blue. So I pulled all the strands out separately so that I don't have two chunky strands. I have, let's see, 12 white and 6 strands of blue. And they're all kind of blended together so that it's not just two, it's going to make the pom pom fluff better, I think. So I've got that, and then I've also done a partial knot here. So you take whatever you're going to tie it with, something similar to what you're using for your pom pom, either in this case either white or blue, and you start a knot so that when you're done wrapping, you don't have to fumble quite so much. So then take your floss, wrap it around your finger or whatever size pom pom you want to make. I want mine kind of small, so I'm going to wrap it tightly around my finger, roll it off, and pinch it in the middle. And then that's where you're going to tie with what you've already started. Tie it with this guy. And now that I've got it where I want it, I need to make a knot. And this is where you could use an extra set of hands or an assistant. So a knot. And then just to be sure that I've got this as tight as I can get it, I'm going to do another knot. Okay. Now for the pom pom making. One more knot. So all you do is take your snips. Oh, I'm going to put it in my little, makes a mess. Take your snips and get rid of these loops here. And actually I'm going to cut them this way because I'm going to trim this pom pom to an even smaller size. So get right in there and trim away. And you're going to round it eventually. Right now I'm just trying to break up the loops. Free the pom pom. That's not working. I've got a lot of floss in there. So go ahead and trim it. And depending on how big you want it, that'll determine how much you trim it. So I want mine pretty small. So I'm just going to keep trimming until I've got the size I think I want. And you can get rid of these little side things that you use to tie it. So once you think you're getting close to the size that you want, and try and make it even, not even, but equal amount of floss on either side. That's pretty even. Then you're going to, I open mine up this way. So I tied it this way, and now I'm going to open it up into a pom pom this way and flatten it against my, eventually flatten it against whatever I'm attaching it to this way. So turn it on its side and grab it in the middle so that as you go to fluff it, you won't pull too many of the strands out. And yes, I've done enough of these to know that for sure separating the floss from the beginning into individual strands is definitely making this part much, much easier, and it looks much nicer. So that is a worthwhile tip. Sometimes I try these things and it's really not worth the trouble, but that one was good. And I think I would even do it if I was using all the same color, because it's already nice and fluffy. Whereas a lot of times you can tell that pom pom used to be 6 strands of floss. So that's that. I can continue to fluff it. I'm going to put it right here, I think, on my bag, and I'll show you how to attach it next.